Hello and welcome back to the Playlist Podcast Music Festival 2022. And now I am joined by today's headline acts. It's got Ames. Hello.
Hello, how are y'all doing?
Yeah, we're great. How about you?
Doing very well. First off, just want to say thank you to the Playlist Podcast, you, Gemma, and Jack for giving me this awesome opportunity to be a part of your summer festival. This is super, super cool. Thank you very much.
Our pleasure. So you were last on the show in October 2021.
Right.
You just released your album Rewind.
Mm-hmm.
How has the last year been promoting the album?
It's been awesome. Had another video that was released for Ava May, also a Rewind video, and it's just been trucking along since then. And the gears have been rolling, as it were. Last 2-3 months, kind of been a little bit on the back burner. We have my wife and I have a new baby on the way, and so I've been kind of geared towards that. And had a recent death in the family as well, which I'll talk to you about a little bit later. But yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. But congratulations on the new baby.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So with you promoting the album, when we were looking through the social media posts that you've been doing, you've been kind of giving like an insight into behind the scenes of each of your songs and the different meanings behind it. Why did you decide to do that?
Well, I wanted everybody to have, some background to every one of the songs. It's one thing to listen to a song and make the song what, how do I say this? It's one thing for somebody to listen to a song and define the song for what it means to them, but it gives a little bit of background as to why I wrote each song, and let's people know what the meaning of each song was for. Mm-hmm. So I really wanted people to understand where my headspace was while I was writing each song. So that's why I wanted to do that.
Well, listening to the album, it sounds like your family are very much involved in the album, especially with your songwriting. You get that family orientation in 100%. Some of the tracks.
100%. Yeah. If it wasn't for family, the album wouldn't have been written. I mean, I remember I was away on a work contract and had the opportunity to meet a couple guys that were musicians, and it was just all kind of, it was so natural how it happened. I met a couple guys at a local bar, and we just, music came from that. It was crazy, it domino effect, as it were. But I remember calling my wife at the time, who was back here in Canada. I was in Guatemala on a contract, and called her and I said, "Hey babe, I met these guys, and we're going to a studio, and we're gonna like play some music and just see where it goes." There was no expectations, because I'm really firm believer that if you hold expectations of a process, the possibility of not being happy with the process is too high. So just never hold expectations. Always let things go as they are, I guess. But it turned out great. I loved every single minute of it, for sure.
It must have been an experience meeting up with people that you're not like close with and making music. It must have been a special thing.
Super, super special. I kind of grew up that way, like always moving to different countries. Every 2-3 years, my mom and dad would pick up and move my sister and I. They were had the amazing opportunity to be in the diplomatic corps, and we'd travel around to different countries every 2-3 years. So every time we go to a new country, it's meeting new people and creating new relationships. So it's really awesome, for sure.
As we've touched on, the album's got a personal feel to it, and you can see how much family means to you. What's it like having your daughter with you on this musical journey?
Oh my God. There's nothing better. There's nothing better. I mean, we'll be in the house, and I'll try to play music on not my music. I'll try to just play music in the house, and she'll come up to me and say, "De papa, no, chanson de papa," which means songs of daddy. Like she wants me to play my music, I tell you what, even if nobody else listens to the music that I've written in the world, because she tells me that, I'm the biggest star in the world, and that's what means the most to me, for sure. Seeing
It's so
her
special.
jump around and bounce around when she's listening to my music in the house, it's awesome, for sure.
Aww.
Mm.
So have you had the chance to play any live gigs yet?
Oh yeah. I've actually had a couple live gigs in the past 5-6 months, about 3 or 4. Canada's opened up within the past 6 to 7 months, and from the COVID craziness around the world, right? And now that it's opening up, the music scene is really opening up as well. There's lots of places to play, and had the opportunity to open up for a gentleman by the name of Ryan Kennedy, and that was an amazing experience as well. So looking forward to possibly opening up for some other people in the month of August, but nothing's written in stone yet, so my lips are sealed on that. But we'll see who, where, when, what, and why.
It must be so special not being able to play gigs over the last couple of years, and then you're allowed to do it again. It must be really special to get an audience and them reacting to your songs and possibly singing along as well.
It's something super, super special, for sure. Just, without the possibility of that human connection, it's a very dry experience playing on like an Instagram live or a Facebook live. It's still exciting. There's still some butterflies in the stomach, when you're playing and you read some comments and stuff like that, and there's that interaction. But there's nothing like, it's nothing like being in a bar or being in a theater and playing your song and, panning the audience with your eyes and, catching the eyes of somebody that's really into your song or, really into the moment. That it's magic. There's no greater feeling in the world, for real.
Lovely. I think we asked this the last time you were on, but we wanted to see whether your answer had changed.
Okay.
Where would be your dream venue to play?
Oh wow, my dream venue to play. My dream venue to play, it's, playing every day in the house for my daughter. That's my dream venue, for real. I mean, but if you had, like, obviously, if you're putting my hand behind my back, the place that pops up into my head is Red Rocks. I would love to play there. But I've seen different concerts of different musicians playing there, and there's just something amazing about that place. I mean, the rock formations and where the theater is, I think it would be pretty cool, for sure.
And you said that you're supporting some other musicians on their tours. Are you planning, maybe like in the future, to do your own headline show?
I would definitely love to. There's a lot of background support that goes on with creating a tour like that. So it's definitely in my purview to do so, but we'll just have to see how it pans out and see how everything goes in the future, for sure.
Excellent. So one thing that we've been asking all the musicians that have been on for the festival is about their first and lasts, but music based.
Okay.
So the first one that we wanted to ask was, what was your first and last album that you brought or listened to?
First album that I ever listened to. Whew. For sure, I'd have to go back into the closer, which is like the old file cabinet. But man, the one that pops into my mind when I was younger, I was a little bit of a metalhead, more so than I am, country minded as I am now. But one of the first songs I ever learned to play on guitar was "Ain't Talking About Love" by Van Halen. So for sure, "Ain't Talking About Love" by Van Halen. The most recent thing that I listened to, and oddly enough, it played on the car again, was the song "Bam Bam" by oh man, his name's on the tip of my tongue.
Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran. There you go.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
goodness. Ed Sheeran. Name on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, that something really, really cool about that song. I mean, I like how it's kind of a meeting of genres. It's kind of like it has that Hispanic vibe to the song, but it's in English, which
Yeah.
is, you're definitely crossing borders. He's such a great songwriter, that guy. My goodness. I don't think he could write a song that wouldn't be a hit, for real.
I know.
If he sang the ABC song, it would sell 1 million copies, I'm sure.
I think it would. Yeah. Well, when we recorded this interview, Ed has just headlined at Wembley Stadium in London.
Oh my
And
goodness.
from what I've seen of the show on Instagram and YouTube, it looked incredible. He puts on a show.
Yeah.
And that song would probably sound really good live as well.
For sure.
So talking about live music, what was your first and last concert that you attended?
Oof, the first concert I ever attended, I want to say I was maybe like 13 or 14. I was living in Seoul, Korea at the time, and my mom was working in the front office of the embassy, and one of the people that she was working for had a security detail, and the security detail that was working for him also was doing security for, believe it or not, Metallica was coming to Seoul, Korea at the time. And they were doing a world tour for their Load or Reload album. I don't remember which one it was, but it was in 2008, so that gives some context. No, not 2008. It was 1998. My goodness, a decade earlier. Yeah, and so my mom came home from work one day and asked my sister and I, "Hey, do you guys like the band Metallica?" And we were like, "What? Yes, we love Metallica." Well, they're coming to town. Would you guys like to go to the concert? Yes. I mean, is that a question? For sure. So my mom afforded us the opportunity to be able to go to the show as like kind of VIPs. It was crazy. So my sister and I and a couple of our friends, we went in a vehicle to the show, to the big stadium that was out there, and I remember we drove up like in the back of the stadium, and there was a big crowd of people like waiting for, I guess, who they thought was the band, and they were like shaking the van like, woo, woo, woo. Oh my gosh, we were super. We didn't know what was happening. We were kind of scared at the time, and the security detail came and got us, and they made us walk single file line into the back of the stadium. All the while, all these people are cheering. They thought we were Metallica, and they just see these little, like, in between 13 and 17-year-old brat kids get out of this car and go into the back of the stadium. But we got like the royal treatment. It was amazing. We went into the stadium, and they asked us where we wanted to sit. They let us pick anywhere, and we got to sit front and center, and saw the entire show, and then got to meet the band before and after, which was super rad.
Oh, that must have been so cool.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Really cool.
I bet not many people can say they've experienced that.
Man, meeting one of your idols, like I told you before, I was a little bit of a metalhead back in the day, and they were definitely like my, like, in the top two bands that I listened to. There was Van Halen and Metallica at the time, so there were, for sure, it was like meeting my idol, like the James Hetfield and Kirk Hammett, and oh man, Lars Ulrich, and it was awesome.
Sure. Oh, amazing.
The most recent show that I saw was I saw Ryan Kennedy recently, which was really good show, and because I opened up for him. So after I opened up for him, I kind of snuck down into the crowd and watched his show. It was an amazing show, for sure.
That must have been great to have both experiences, being up on stage and being in the audience at the same show.
Now that you say that, it's two worlds, right? Like when you're up on stage, you're sweating. At least I am. I'm sweating because of nerves and stuff like that. But it's weird when I'm up on stage, I can't see anybody, so I don't know. Like, I know the lights are on me and people can see me, but I can't see them. So in a way, it's good because I have a little bit of a stage fright, and there's a little part of me that doesn't like looking in people's eyes when I sing or when I play songs. I tend to close my eyes a lot, and for fear of messing up or for fear of forgetting a word or something like that in the lyrics, but or a chord. Oh my goodness! But yeah, so after I did my show, ended, walked off stage, and then I kind of scooted in the back of the theater and was down in the first or the second row watching Ryan Kennedy. It was super, super, super cool to experience the other side of the lights. So
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So in a second we're going to play your set for the festival.
Sure.
How was it filming your set?
Filming was super relaxed, super nice. I wanted to give everybody, a piece of what it's like to be in my living room with me, and like you had asked me earlier, where would be my favorite place to play, and for me, it's for my friends in my living room. And one of the songs that I just recently wrote, I'm going to be playing for everybody on my set. It's called Someday, and wrote it with a friend of mine, Jeff Cato, and a little bit of a somber song. I wrote it in the past 2.5, maybe 3 months from my late mother-in-law, who unfortunately was diagnosed a couple years ago with early onset Alzheimer's. And she here in Canada, they have this amazing opportunity for people with ailments like that they can choose to end their suffering early. It's called aide médicale à mourir. It's medically aided death. And I tell you what, I've never met a woman with more stones. I don't know how that comes across, with more courage in my entire life, other than my wife and my daughter. And I tell you what, man, it was seeing her take that decision and follow it through. It was hard. It was amazing. It was inspiring. And not only did she do that, she wanted to save as many lives as possible as well upon her passing. So she decided to donate all of her organs as well, which was, and my little small part of that was I tried to best I could to put my emotion for her into a song. And I had the opportunity to play it for her a number of times before she passed, and I played it for her at her service when she passed. And now I'm playing it for y'all. And it's the first time that it's ever been released in public or played in public. I hope everybody enjoys it. A little part of me to you.
It's a very beautiful song.
Thank you very much.
We've listened to it, and it's very beautiful.
Thank you very much.
So thank you for coming on, Scott.
Definitely. Thank you very much for having me.
That's okay. So now we are going to play Scott's set for the festival. Enjoy, everybody.
Hello, everybody. My name is Scott Ames, and I'm here to perform for you a couple songs. Listen, Gemma and Jack from the Playlist podcast were gracious enough to offer me an opportunity and an invitation to come here and play for y'all for their Summer Festival 2022. I'd like to also say that there is a link down below for you guys if you would like to donate to the charities that we're trying to support, Young Minds and Nordhoff Robbins. Open up your hearts and open up your wallets to them, and I will open up my heart and my music to you. So I hope you all enjoy what's about to happen as much as I am. So let's get this party started. The first song I'm going to sing for y'all is called Mes Amis. It's a song that I wrote for all you, and it means my friends. So here we go. Got some amazing people in my life. Never know how to thank them all the time. Living life right beside them. They're the ones that help me through the times I can't do it alone. They're the ones that show me how to put my ego on a shelf, how to live by living that way too. People come and go in my life. Ones that stay know they are friends I call family. Wanna sing a song I've been praising all along. Wanna raise a glass for those that pass their will and wisdom on to me, teaching me to be a man of boys, showing me there's always a plan, knowing that I'll be there as family, just like a man. Ça c'est pour vous, mes amis. This is for you, friends I call family. Ça c'est pour vous, mes amis. Thank you very much. All right. Broke the ice a little bit on that one. Listen, the next song I'm going to be playing for you is a song called Being Me. And as the title denotes, it's everything and everybody that makes me who I am. And given me the ideas and the ideals that I hold tried and true today. So this song is for all those special people, and the song is called Being Me. I hope you enjoy it. I wear my heart upon my sleeve, and I don't lie, cheat, or steal. It's not for me. Daddy brought me up knowing how to be. Mama kept me proper, taught me to say please. And all these together makes me just being me. And all these together makes me just being me. Sister showed me what it is to protect, and I've learned through hard times what it means to respect. And my wife teaches me what it means to be loved. My daughter shows me what it truly means to be hugged. Oh, and all these together makes me just being me. And all these together makes me just being me. Like playing a daddy's old guitar with a new set of strings, or writing a song tomorrow that I was always meant to sing. Just being me, just being me. Being so far away and buying her diamond rings, oh, we're coming back to leather and starting a family. Just being me, just being me. I wear my heart upon my sleeve, and I don't lie, cheat, or steal. It's a promise I made to thee. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, the next song I'm going to sing for y'all is one of the most recent ones that I've written. I wrote it about 2.5 months ago, and I wanted to give you a little bit of background on the song, a history, a story behind it. The song is called Someday. I co-wrote it with a friend of mine called Jeff Cato. And the song is for one of the strongest people that I've ever met in my life. And my mother-in-law, the mother of my wife. And she was diagnosed, sadly, with early onset Alzheimer's a couple years ago. And since her diagnosis, she had the amazing opportunity here in Canada, which is given as a right to all of its citizens, for what's called aide médicale à mourir. That's in French. It's medically aided death if you have a terminal illness. And she chose to do that. She chose not to suffer through the illness. She chose to have her life end the way that she wanted to end it, with dignity. And not only did she choose that, but she chose also to donate her organs. And she's the most amazing woman I've ever met in my life, besides my wife and my daughter, obviously. But just awe-inspiring, and I'll never forget her, and I wrote this song for her. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. Whew. It's called Someday. I hope you enjoy it. The day that she told me, the moment I found out she wanted to make it all go away. She said she didn't wanna be all alone. She didn't wanna end up that way. Saying goodbye's hard, knowing you're leaving's worse. I hope and pray you may find your way. Choice you made's tough, but we'll be fine, don't you worry. I know we'll all be together again someday. Knowing where you come from to be here today, in my eyes the sun can't shine enough for you. Time with you was important, so we all have memories, and as it got short, they grew fonder too. Saying goodbye's hard, knowing you're leaving's worse. I hope and pray you may find your way. together again someday. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to share that song with you. I had the opportunity to share it with my mother-in-law before she passed away, and I'll never forget how happy it made her. So, a little bit of a happier note, I guess, now. The next song I'm going to sing is a song I wrote for my daughter. It's called Ava May, and it's my way of kind of saying sorry to her for missing some early moments in her life. I was away on a work contract, and the old adage, chasing money. But I tell you what, man, it's definitely not the way to go. I mean, missing my daughter's first steps and missing her first words are something that I'll never be able to forgive myself for. And I hope nobody else has to live that. But this is my way of saying sorry to her. Ava May. And I can't wait to see your eyes, hold your precious little heart. And I can't wait to see your smile, learn all about you, and have you tell me what you want, have you show me what you need, watch you grow up to be just like your mama, teach you about life, yeah, what's wrong and what's right, just so you can grow up without a fight. And I can't wait to hold your hand, oh, and teach you how to walk. First you'll show me how you stand before you ever crawl. Then you'll show me how you talk. Then you'll show me how you laugh. Please don't go too fast, I just don't wanna see you leave too soon, or pack up and go. Watch them pretty blue eyes walk out that door and teach you about life, yeah, what's wrong and what's right, just so you can grow up without a fight. But now you're coming back home with a youngin' of your own. She's got a fire in her belly, just like her mama, with a whole bunch of told you so. It's full circle, don't you know? Now we're all back together, one big old family, living and loving, laughing and a hugging, being together all the time. Teach you about life, oh, what's wrong and what's right, just so you can grow up without a fight. What's wrong and what's right. Now you're all grown up and don't have to fight. Thank you very much, everybody. My name is Scott Ames. Gemma, Jack, thank you so very much from the Playlist Podcast. Please don't forget to donate. Click the link below. Open your hearts, open your wallets. Cheers, everybody. Have a great rest of your festival.
So, that was Scott Ames wrapping up this year's festival.
Indeed. Indeed.
Great way to finish.
Yeah, what a way to go out. Yeah, big thank you to Scott, and big thank you to everyone else who has performed today, and of course big thank you to everyone else who has performed over the weekend, the entire festival. Yeah, it's been great. We do appreciate it, and we appreciate you guys as well, obviously, for paying to watch and listen to this as well, and for donating to two very great charities as well. So it's all for a great cause.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to kind of say the same as what Jack said. Thank you everybody for tagging along with us on this journey over this whole weekend. We're really looking forward to hopefully doing this again next year. Be a really great idea to do again.
Definitely.
Yeah, so there we go. That wraps up the Playlist Podcast Summer Music Festival 2022.
Yeah. It's over before you know it. Well, in a way it can, because you can just watch it again on YouTube over and over again.
Yeah.
In a way, it can last forever. Just have it on loop.
Well, if you've enjoyed any of the performances from today or over any of the days over the weekend, this is going to stay up on YouTube forever. So you can go back and watch it all again if you want.
Exactly. Never ending festival.
Watch all 3 days all in one day.
Indeed. Playlist Podcast Summer Festival and chill. I had to do that.
Right, so that wraps up this whole weekend. So thank you for watching. And goodbye.
Take care, guys. See you next time. Bye.